What's up, everybody? It's Ben Nelson here. I'm in Detroit right now. It's about 1:30, and I've just decided to get out and explore. The night was interesting, to say the least. The walls are paper thin, and this is what you kind of get when you pay $100 for 2 nights in downtown Detroit. Had a couple next door arguing about $500, so it could have been a couple or it could have been a drug deal, who knows. But let me give you a quick show around what $100 for 2 nights gets you. So you get a bed, obviously. Bed was actually pretty comfortable, and I checked, and mattress is new and sheets are clean, which is always a plus. There's an office chair, microwave, refrigerator, which surprisingly I did not expect. And just a little nightstand. Here's all my trash from eating and all that. I always bring snacks whenever I go to a hotel. Just a normal desk. And the bathroom's nothing too fancy, but the water pressure was good, and it was clean, warmed up. But the weirdest part is, like, if you look right outside, you got, so people can just look into. The weirdest part is when you turn the lights on, it kind of like flickers, and it gives off this weird noise. When I first came in here, I didn't see the lamps, so I was expecting to have to deal with flickering lights the whole night. And the weirdest part is when I turned on the TV, it was playing Despicable Me, and the channel it was on, it kept on flickering like black and white. So that was definitely, yeah, I texted my friends and was like, yeah, I might get murdered tonight, so just share my location. But we're gonna go out, we're gonna explore, we're gonna try and find some cool places. I found a murals in the market in Detroit that's supposed to be these bunch of alleys that have cool graffiti, and like the last episode, I'm all about that. I'm also trying to see some tourist spots. There's the statue Spirit of Detroit or something, and then tomorrow we got the Red Wings game, which will be fun, and also they have Shake Shack here, so that's a big plus. But all right, we're gonna go out, we're gonna explore, let's get some cool footage, and we'll see. Right now I'm currently at the Heidelberg project. So a little description of what I found. Gotta make it quick because this is not the best area of Detroit. So what it is pretty much the artist grew up in this neighborhood, and it's a rundown area. So he decided to take trash and stuff like that to make it more of a work of art. Kind of bring people into an area that he grew up in. So I'm gonna grab some footage for you guys and get out of here pretty quickly. Walking around at first, I was skeptical, but as you walked around, you got to see the beauty in something that might not have been looked upon when all this stuff was being thrown out. This guy took a neighborhood he grew up in, and he wanted to make it beautiful again. It's definitely something you can admire, and it especially brings perspective into life. And it's incredible just to see people in the world trying to make it better for everybody.
Fantastic, too extreme, but at the same time. There's a guest book up there too. Would you guys, you don't have to, I'm not gonna twist your arm, but I'd love you to sign it. It makes me look good when I present it to the city and foundation when I'm seeking funding.
It may be something high up on your list, but I highly recommend if you're ever in the Detroit area to come view the Heidenberg Project, because it's something that it definitely gives you a different view in the world. So I just left the Heidenberg Project. I'm currently in the Eastern Market. So I'm walking around and just kind of trying to check things out. I was driving by and I saw a lot of cool murals and stuff like that. So I'm going to try and get some cool Instagram shots without really being bothered. Toronto, there's so many people walking by that there's so many cool shots that I wanted to get, but I couldn't get because people just kept on walking in front of everything, and I just didn't really have the patience to wait there all day. But it was also my fault that I probably got there at the worst possible time because it was midday. So everybody and their moms were probably at that location. But this is what I was driving by and I got to see. So I'm gonna try and get over there, get a cool shot, and hopefully I can get some food soon because all I had today was a fudge round and it is currently 3 o'clock and I haven't really ate, so I'm gonna go and try and get some cool shots. Then I'm gonna head downtown and probably get some Shake Shack. So I'm gonna try and get some cool shots. Currently the battery light is flashing, so that means my battery is gonna die soon. So I'm gonna go get some Instagram shots and then go charge my camera, and then I'll go get some food. These bikes are literally everywhere. I don't understand why every city has bikes. They're not even that cheap either. Like everywhere I've gone, it's like $2 a minute, $2 a mile. Like at the end of the day, that will get ridiculous. What's up, everybody? It's me. I just got out of the shower. This is day 2 in Detroit. Got some fun plans. Do some walking around in their main downtown strip area. try and find some more murals. I found this parking garage that are supposed to like have all this different kind of artwork to it, which will be exciting. And then tonight, which I'm most excited about, is the Detroit Red Wings game. So that should definitely be a lot of fun. So couple things just to talk about. So I forgot to say yesterday when I was going through Canadian Border Patrol, he was asking me all these questions and stuff, and he's like, at the end of it, he's like, okay, have safe travels. And then I said, you too, which is always the most uncomfortable thing in the world. But what made it worse is that I sat there for another 2 minutes, and I was like, hey, you know what I mean. And then at the end I was just like, you know what, you have to drive home anyways, so might as well drive home safe to that, because you probably have family and stuff. And then another interesting thing that happened is, I'm a nice guy, and one of the things I always try to do, even if I have just a little bit of extra change, I like to give homeless people like $1 and stuff. And that comes back to like when I was living in New York City. I got stuck in the subway because the machine ate the last $20 I had, and I sat in the subway station for like 20 minutes and asked everybody for $2, and everybody ignored me. And then the homeless guy came up to me and was like, hey, this has $2 on the card, you can have this. And it kind of always resonated with me that someone that has little to nothing is giving me this money. I gave him a $5 Dunkin' gift card because apparently you can't exchange Dunkin' gift cards for Subway cards. But so I gave this guy like, I think $5, and then he's like, hey, what color card you got? And I was like, oh God. I was like, black. And he opens up this gym bag and he pulls this out. It's like a steering wheel cover, and he's like, these are normally $20, but since you were nice to me, I'm just gonna give it to you. And I was like, okay. But when I got back to the hotel, I was like, he probably stole this. So yeah. But so it is currently 11:56, and I have to be out of here by 11. So I'm gonna clean up and have to brush my teeth, and then we're gonna go do some exploring. See you then. Hey everybody, my hair's looking a mess. So I just checked out. It's about 11:20 now. I'm using Google Maps to try and find some cool landmarks or something around. Just because the game I'm going to is at 7:30, so that means I have about 7 hours to kill. So it should be quite a fun time. But I was looking at Google yesterday, and there's a lot of cool, like, I didn't realize that they had like things like landmark buildings and best selfie spots and stuff like that. So I'm gonna sort through everything and try to find somewhere cool to go. Okay, so this is gonna be the first stop. The Spirit of Detroit. I'm gonna go take some cool pictures, some videos of that, and then there is a place called the Belt. It looks pretty cool. It looks like there's a lot of like bars and restaurants, and my favorite, you got artwork. So yeah, all right, let's go. So I just got to downtown Detroit, and I found this parking garage on Google Maps that has a bunch of artwork and stuff in it, and I didn't realize it was $25 for the day. So, but it's worth it to get some cool shots. So I found a lot of cool spots I'm gonna do some cool pics of and stuff like that, and then we're gonna do some walking around. I found Shake Shack, so today is the day we're gonna get some Shake Shack. So as I get out of the garage that I paid $25 for, I didn't realize that the Belt was right next to it, so super convenient. So one of the reasons why I like finding graffiti works around the city is because I don't have to pay for it. So currently I'm not flush with money. I actually only have about $400 to get from here to Oklahoma City, which is not the best amount of money, but once I get down to the middle of the country, it's probably about $1.75 for gas, so I could fill up my tank for about $19, which is awesome. Here I paid about $25 and I filled it actually way too much, that it was overflowing a little bit. But so I like finding these works of art, one, because it looks amazing for Instagram pictures, but two, it also is cheap. But let me turn around and show you how as you can hear, there's tons of construction. Like around the whole city, I was driving around, and literally every single thing was under construction. And I realized that Michigan drivers really don't care. So I saw about 8 people run red lights, and I got flipped off about twice, which is always fun. I say that a lot. I guess you gotta just look at the positives in things. Coming up is, I think, one of my favorite ones I saw today. Wow, yeah. I think I took a pretty good Instagram shot on it. If you haven't, follow my Instagram. I am Ben Nelson. To kind of see me make awkward Instagram poses around the country and the world. But this one's my favorite. But this is the cool part right here. If you look up, this is the parking garage actually right here. And like everywhere you go, each level, it's a different sound. I definitely found that super cool. And I was so pumped when I saw this because it was just like, the only bad thing about today is the lighting is not the best. But other than that, you can fix that. Ooh, that zoomed right on my face. When I was editing the Toronto one, I realized there was about 100 times that I zoomed in on something, and then I didn't unzoom it, so it was zoomed in on my face, and it made me realize I need to stop eating cheeseburgers as much. But speaking of cheeseburgers, I'm gonna go get some Shake Shack. So I just got to downtown Detroit, and I found this parking garage on Google Maps that has a bunch of artwork and stuff in it, and I didn't realize it was $25 for the day. So, but it's worth it to get some cool shots. So I found a lot of cool spots I'm gonna do some cool pics of and stuff like that, and then we're gonna do some walking around. I found Shake Shack, so today is the day we're gonna get some Shake Shack.
Walking around was such a dope experience. It had everything from art on the walls to art on the buildings, but on top of that, the best part was just walking around and seeing how friendly the people were. When I was walking in the belt, they called it, there was a guy that came up to me and he was just asked how my day was, and I was telling him, yeah, it was good. And then he looked at me and he was like, well, I know your day is going good right now, but I hope that your day gets even better than it already is, which was really cool, just because having that hospitality and just someone that doesn't even know you come up to you and tell you, I hope your day gets better than it is. And then when I was at Shake Shack, the lady taps me on the shoulder. I was going through and editing an Instagram picture, and she asked me if I'm okay. And I said, yeah, why? And she said, I noticed that you came and you put your headphones on and you were playing music. I just wanted to check and see if you're okay. And then she proceeded to have about another 2 to 3 minute conversation with me just about her life and how she wants to start a car wash business and it was really cool. So that Detroit was definitely a fun experience, from the views to the food to just hanging out.
So I've just been walking around for about, I don't know, I got here at like noon, so probably about 4 hours. I looked on my phone, and I think last time I saw it said like around 4 miles, what am I saying? Which, oh, I'm actually at 5.7 now. So, and that was all today, and it was pretty fun. My legs are exhausted right now, and it's only 4:47 right now, so that means I still have another about 2.5 hours to kill. So I'm just in here editing. I'm gonna show you some sick videos of the stuff I captured. I got some awesome Instagram pics, so make sure follow. I am Ben Nelson on Instagram, and I'm gonna do some cool a voiceover of all the footage and stuff. Just kind of talk about my experience here, because it was so cold I didn't even want to hold the camera and talk. So, but definitely we'll talk about how cool of an experience it was. So here's an update. It's 6:30, and I had my keys in the ignition, and I took a nap on accident, and now my car battery is dead. So I had to call the security to come and jump it for me. So now I'm waiting. So the game's at 7:30, and it's not that far away, so good thing I realized it now before it was too late, because I don't want to sit in the parking garage longer than I really have to. But alright, I'll give you updates. pizza, of course, they score, so hopefully this isn't the one time of the game. This pizza better be worth it.
Dude, you're on fire!
Thank you everybody for watching my Detroit vlog. I just got to Ann Arbor, Michigan. This is my halfway point. I'm going to Chicago next and I'm meeting up with my friend Al, so that should be fun. So make sure to watch next week's Chicago vlog. Thank you.